When it comes to ease of living, it's hard to beat a luxury condo in the heart of downtown. Add a spectacular view, and you have the makings of an urban oasis. Today on Ready, Set, Renovate, we see how one couple transforms their new home into a city dweller's dream. When Michael and Patrick moved from New York to sunny Florida, they looked at several homes, but eventually decided this downtown high-rise was the right spot for them.
It's really just, turnkey lifestyle if we want to go away for a few weeks.
For me, it was the accessibility of everything around here. I mean, you can walk to anywhere.
Oh yeah, you have the farmer's market on Sunday. You have,
and that was and that was what we were used to in the city, and we wanted something similar to that.
They loved the gorgeous views from their 14th floor balcony, but the condo's interior style fell a bit short.
It just didn't match our personality. For example, the flooring.
Yeah, the kitchen is way too dark.
Yeah, the flooring maybe, I don't know if rustic is the word, but it's, we wanted something much more
clean,
contemporary.
Modern.
Feeling.
We definitely wanted to modernize the space and bring in, some aesthetics that, we really like in our interiors. Art Deco, Hollywood Regency, a little bit of mid-century modern. We're lowering the ceilings and adding the Flows architectural lighting, which will be really angular. So we'll off-play that with some really nice, organic shapes in the furniture. And
Patrick, he's doing most of the talking.
Sure.
Does he get to make most of the decisions?
With the domestic matters, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And you're cool with that?
I'm totally cool with it.
Thankfully, our tastes are pretty simpatico.
Yeah, I would say almost exactly the same.
The same taste in music, art, furniture, colors. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Which is great.
Their mutual love of fashion does present one problem in their new home.
The capacity for shoe storage is...
that's been a touchy subject so far.
Yeah, so that's why we're doing the one whole closet, I think, is going to be for shoes.
Do you both have a lot of shoes, or...?
I maybe have about a tenth of the number of shoes that you have.
Yeah. He's slowly amassing his collection, yeah.
Michael and Patrick will also continue to grow their art collection and put it on full display with high-end lighting.
If you're going to put money into art and furniture, it has to be well lit. Otherwise, you're not taking advantage of, the aesthetics. The other item that we're going to be doing is home automation. Everything's going to be automated in the home, and everything will be automated from the water shutoff to the blinds, like you said, and the lights, and everything that you can imagine is going to be controllable from the touch of your phone.
Between the cutting-edge technology and the custom furniture, the cost is expected to run well into the six figures.
It's an investment, so we want to be able to recoup what we're putting in, and we're being cognizant of that. But with my job, I expect to be here long-term with the company, and that's why we're putting a lot of money in the place to make it feel comfortable, and we expect to be here for a long time.
Designer Ted Maines walks us through the changes.
The flooring will be removed. We're going to be putting in a terrazzo tile floor.
Now that's kind of a throwback.
It is, but it's really it's in demand. People really love it, especially in the white, gray tones. It's very bright, very reflective. It's glass, so it's always polished. It always looks nice. It's really going to be beautiful. New furniture, draperies, finishes, everything you see is going to basically be changed. These are the clients that will entertain. They will have people over to their home a lot. So there'll be space for dining, there'll be space for sitting and gathering. People do tend to get together a lot downtown. You make a lot of really cool friends.
And certainly they'll be inviting you to these parties.
I'm hoping.
General contractor Dan Saunders and his team will spend the next 3 days removing the existing flooring.
We got the stripper that'll take the bulk of it up, and then we got to get the fuzz off. We got to either bring in a floor polisher with sanding pads, different 60 grit, 100 grit, and just grind it down to the slab. Just start the new install of the sound pad and then the new flooring.
With tough logistics and a timeline of only 5 months, Dan knows staying on schedule is going to be a challenge.
High-rise work is not for everybody because there's a lot of constraints. We can't start any noise till 9 o'clock. We have to be out of the building at 5 o'clock. Can't work on Saturdays. And then you have to reserve the elevator. So one of the biggest tasks is getting the construction material up and all the demolition debris down. The difference between working in a high-rise and a residential house is probably almost 2 to 1 on time frame, just because of the scheduling.
After a couple of weeks, most of the demo is complete, but Michael and Patrick have thrown the construction team a curveball. So if I remember correctly, I don't think you were doing a bunch with the master bathroom either, right?
That's right. We had intended to do that as a second phase, but we got
Okay.
to the point where everything was demoed in the condo,
Right.
and then we just decided,
Why not do it
that
now so we don't have to live through that mess?
Right. Well, speaking of messes, that is a mess.
That is.
What is all that stuff?
That could be on Hoarders.
It's a different show.
Yeah.
What is this stuff?
Oh my God, we've just been using this as like a temporary storage unit for everything that's coming in. We have some mirrors and all little plumbing fixturing and all the recessed cans that'll be going in.
Okay.
So this was all gonna have to come out.
Yeah, I would offer to come help you, but
Yeah,
I'm extremely busy. I got a lot going on, so good luck with that. Coming up next on Ready, Set, Renovate, they'll need more than luck to keep this project on schedule.
It's probably been over 2.5 months since we had any type of work being done.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Hart from Ready, Set, Renovate, here today with my good friend Tat Granata from Florida Home Improvement Associates. Tat, you're always bringing us great information, but today you have great deals.
We do. We have a great deal today. Thanks to one of our manufacturers, they're giving us a tremendous upgrade opportunity for everyone who moves forward with a window project and moves forward with an energy efficient glass pack. They're going to upgrade it at no additional charge with a free sound and security glass pack. So it's a tremendous value. If we call now, we can still have time to get it installed for this season.
Hey everybody, we're here this morning with Tat Granata from Florida Home Improvement Associates. Good morning, Tat.
Morning.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks so much for having me.
Well, we have a faulty door that you're going to show us how you can make better, more energy efficient, work better, function better, and have a longer life.
Yeah, this family moved in about 4 years ago.
Okay.
And it seems like when they moved in, this door was just changed out. There was a problem with water coming in.
Okay.
And there was the door started a little bit of deterioration. So they wanted to replace it just as they moved in. And now here we are 4 years later, and they're experiencing the exact same problem.
Okay, so there's some kind of issue back here that has to be resolved.
Yeah, there's definitely the way the water can come in off the roof right above the door could cause a
Right.
bit of a problem, and how the water, the rains that we get in Florida can
Right.
address the door. It's a problem. So there's definitely a problem with the frame, the threshold, and the type of door that was installed.
Okay, so what's going to happen with this door? This one's going away.
We're removing that entire door. We're going to remove the frame, the threshold, examine the opening, replace any rotten or damaged lumber, which obviously will be with all the water that came in. Put in new frame, new threshold, and a new door. And the door the family selected is from Custom Window Systems, and it's going to carry a lifetime warranty against any fading, discoloring, any water infiltration, or any damage to the door. So if anything were to happen in the future, they're fully guaranteed for as long as they live in the home.
And in addition to that, there's going to be some added security with this because of the type of glass that goes in the door that is going to replace this one.
Yeah, this family selected, they have young children, and they wanted something, this being the rear of the home, they wanted something also that would protect them from security. So they're going to go with like a security type glass, which has a vinyl inner layer in between the glass, so that no one can break in. It'll add that additional layer of security, especially to the back of the home.
Unwrap a sweet escape at Dunkin' with Hershey's Cookies and Cream and Heath flavors in your favorite espresso drinks. And make it even more delicious with a $2 medium latte or cappuccino between 2 and 6 p.m. America runs on Dunkin'.
If you're seeing brown spots in your lawn, it could be chinch bugs or fungus. Call us today for a free estimate.
Hi, I'm Mark Brunell, and I'm putting on the helmet. No, not this one. This one. Gutter helmet. Now I never have to clean my gutters again. Gutter Helmet is family owned and operated and #1 in gutter protection and fits over most existing gutters. They also install 6 and 7-inch seamless gutters with dozens of colors to choose from. Clogged gutters cause mold, pests, wood rot, and even damage to your home's foundation. Who wants to spend their weekend cleaning the gutters? I know I don't. Call today and receive 15% off.
Any ideas?
You know, in my opinion, these 2 Dunkin' bagels with cream cheese spread for $4 are the best deal ever.
Not 100% related.
I like bagels.
Write it down.
Did you put the spread?
Dunkin' Go-Tos, a great deal for $2, $4, or $5. America runs on Dunkin'.
Construction on this 2,500 square foot condo was scheduled to take about 5 months, but the renovation team ran into some unexpected problems thanks to previous remodels.
When we opened up the walls, we realized there was inferior work being done behind the walls because they did not have drawings, they did not apply for permits, and of course when we do everything with a permit, everything has to be brought up to compliant code, and so there's always correction and there's always added work that needs to be done. It is beyond frustrating because obviously I like to make a job rock and roll and don't have any wasted days, and then it adds to the stress.
It's taken 2 long months, but with everything permitted and all the corrective work finished, Dan gets the green light to move forward. The ceiling in the main living area has been lowered a few inches to accommodate the new lighting. With the electrical complete, the team kicks into high gear on the next phase.
Well, we started hanging drywall today. It'll take about 3 days, maybe 4, and then after that we'll line up a finishing crew, which will be a separate crew. And we're going to do a level 5 finish, which is dead slick for this modern look. And that'll take about 7, 8, 9 days, depending on the drywall mud drying. And then level 5 means every square inch of each sheet of drywall will have drywall mud put on that. And so there's not going to be any texture spray applied after that, so we have to be dead slick and flat, and they'll come back with lights, and they'll flood the side of the wall to see if there's any imperfections, and they'll skim it again until everything is removed. I would say the cost upgrade would be about 25% because not everybody can do a level 5. You got to be very good with a knife in your hand to do that, knowing that there's no texture spray coming behind you to cover up your imperfections.
Once they finish the drywall work, the team spends a couple of weeks installing the terrazzo in the main living area. Leveling the uneven slab requires large amounts of thin set and careful attention to placement with each tile. In the meantime, the homeowners have added another project to Dan's list. So originally in the master suite, they were going to keep the floor,
We were going to
right?
keep the original wood floor, so we had
Okay.
it protected with this Homosote board pretty
Okay.
much to where we are today. But
Right.
they now decided we're going to go with a whole new lighter wood floor.
Okay.
And so once all the tile is laid, we'll come in and put the new floor down.
Are they doing straight wood planks like
No,
this?
it's going to be a herringbone pattern with a border
wow.
all the way around as a picture frame.
Oh, that's going to be beautiful.
Oh, it'll look gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Leaving no stone unturned, Michael and Patrick also have a major revision to the kitchen layout. It's been a while, so remind me, but I didn't think this was a gut job in here.
Yeah, no, originally we were just going to resurface the cabinetry, add a few appliances, but you know, when we saw that we were able to raise the ceilings about a foot, we were just, you know, completely changed the layout and made it more modern.
And change orientation of the
Yes, we
the
changed the
island.
orientation of the island. It's
Okay.
more of like a peninsula now coming out of the wall, and that's going to be all mirrored. So
Right.
it's going to look like almost like the barbershop effect,
Oh,
where it goes
cool.
on for like
Cool.
infinity.
I know one thing that was bothering you guys was this post right in the
Yes.
middle, and that you can't do anything about it because
Right,
it's a support
structural.
beam.
Yeah.
We were able to trim it on all sides, and we're going to utilize this deep cavity here for some storage. Yep, hidden storage.
Even with all the changes in the kitchen, the new design will come together quickly. The appliances have been delivered and are awaiting install. Carpenter Matt Rollerson is making sure the cabinets aren't far behind. You've been here in the workshop creating the cabinets for the last couple of weeks, and you have something really special here for the kitchen.
Right now we're making the doors with a glossy wood grain, and right now we just started edge banding these.
Okay, so you've got a little finishing work here to do, and
Yep.
you're gonna let us watch. So I'm gonna grab my safety glasses and let's see how this is done. So the edges are all nice and smooth on this one, and really the only thing that's left to do is to put the hinges on.
Right.
All right, let's do it. So you pre-drilled a couple of holes there.
Right. We'll screw it on.
All right.
And then if you do me a favor and hold
Okay.
it up.
All right. Make sure we get it on the right way, right?
Yep. That's
Okay.
perfect right there. And we're done.
Okay, that's it.
Yep.
It's on there. Oh, wow, that's pretty. That's going to be really nice. Awesome. Well, we can't wait to see these in the new kitchen.
Thanks. I can't wait to put them in.
Coming up next on Ready, Set, Renovate, designer Ted Maines is finalizing the decor.
The skin of it will probably be like a very classic modern look, a very, elegant, sophisticated look. But the furnishings, we're going to be adding a lot of their personality and a lot of layers to it.
When faced with Hurricane Michael, one product stood strong.
Our windows helped that house survive by withstanding an impact. The testing protocol calls for the product to be impacted by some form of windborne debris, flying debris. Then it has to get cycled with negative and positive pressure, 4,500 times one way, 4,500 times the other way, and then the window still has to operate after that. Our windows were hit by windborne debris. The glass cracked, but the windows still operated. They did what they were supposed to do and protected the home.
To learn more about custom window systems, visit cws.cc.
So I think we're going with the family van.
A family van? Was that her choice?
Oh man, that was my choice. This thing's got reclining seats, DVD player. It's got a built-in vacuum cleaner. You ever seen my kid eat crackers?
Yeah. See that? See how that works? Sometimes you just gotta go straight for the source.
Car loans fast. From Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Summer isn't long, but summer to-do lists are. Let a Ford F-150 help quickly turn your to-dos into ta-dons. During the Ford Hurry Up and Save sales event, get 20% estimated savings on select Ford F-150s, plus earn complimentary maintenance through Ford Pass Rewards. It's a hit, so chill and enjoy your summer in America's best-selling trucks 42 years straight. Get in or lose out on 20% estimated savings on select Ford F-150s, plus earn complimentary maintenance through Ford Pass Rewards.
So many emails. Spam, junk mail. Oh, this one's from my boss. Says to click and download attachment. Nothing is happening. Is it frozen? What's going on?
My simple trick worked. Now I can see her passwords, spy on her, even steal her paychecks. Good thing she didn't catch the one-letter clue I was hacking her. And there's only one way she could have outsmarted me. How to avoid becoming a hacker's hostage. Monday at 6 on News 4 Jax.
The construction team is in the home stretch with this 2,500 square foot condo renovation. After living in a rental for twice as long as expected, the homeowners are counting the days until they can finally move in.
A targeted completion date, I'm going to say about a month.
Yeah.
Realistically. I mean, until everything's perfect, art's hung on the walls, and we can actually have a little housewarming party, and I can cook a dinner.
With the cabinets going in, Michael and Patrick are one step closer to that day. Once everything is measured to ensure a perfect fit, the team starts moving the boxes into place. Meanwhile, the new herringbone floor in the master suite is taking shape. Keeping the design centered is no easy task. Even a minor mistake can throw the whole look off. So you have all these individual pieces of wood,
This
right?
is the middle point of the floor.
Right?
And then from there, you see the marks is in the center
Yes,
of
I
the
do.
wall.
You have it, X marks the spot, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then I got 3 lines in the floor to make sure I got this corner match the line, and this other corner match the other line.
Okay.
To make sure you have to keep those lines. You get off of that line.
The whole thing's messed up.
It's messed up. You're going to go out.
And then you have to tear it out, and you're going to ruin the materials in the process, right?
Definitely, in the process, you have to take it out. That's ruined. You have to go get more material.
That's why you go slow, and it takes a long time.
You have to get slow.
While Junior spends the next couple of days perfecting the wood layout, the bright white terrazzo in the living room is cleaned and polished. Back in the kitchen, there's major progress. The high-end appliances are in, as well as the sleek new cabinets. Next up are the smoked mirrors that will give the space that sophisticated vibe designer Ted Maines is going for.
The kitchen is going to be to die for, a gourmet chef's kitchen. You know, we're going to be really doing it up right, and it's going to fit their lifestyle and their personalities. We're going to be adding some Hollywood Regency, some Art Deco, some modern elements. We have architectural lighting that is over the top cool, you know. The furnishings, we're going to be adding a lot of their personality and a lot of layers to it with really amazing finishes.
After more than a year of living through construction, Michael and Patrick say they'll do things differently next time they renovate.
Definitely setting a clear, defined budget and scope of work and not deviating from it. Because the minute you add something, I mean, the most minor thing, it could add on quite a bit of time.
A lot of these changes had cascading, impacts. So that was a little bit of a frustration.
Luckily, all the major construction, is pretty much done. It's just people in and out every morning. I would say a lot has happened in the unit over the past week. Even we've had draperies installed, a lot of the details of the mirror in the kitchen, a lot of the decorative lighting, sconces are going in hopefully tomorrow, but a lot of the pendant lighting around the bedroom, over the dining room table.
Coming up next on Ready, Set, Renovate, we'll find out if good things really do come to those who wait.
I know there was a lot of stress getting through all the dust and making the changes. But all I can see is them grinning ear to ear every day that they come in and see the final touches, that it's finally done.
Mosquito populations can be reduced by treating the perimeter around your home. Customer service is the #1 priority of our highly trained technicians. Let us come and treat your home and lawn. It'll probably cost you less than you expect.
Car accidents don't care about time. We're right here, ready to take your call any time of the day or night, 24/7, 365. There's no good time to have an accident, so we make sure there's no bad time to call Farah and Farah.
Sports analyst Mark Brunell, only on News 4 Jax.
When Michael and Patrick began renovating their 2,500 square foot condo, they thought they were embarking on a 5-month project.
It's probably going to be about, I'd say, 4 to 5 months.
75, 90 days out to complete.
I'm going to say about a month.
Yeah.
Realistically, the journey has come to an end. It was about 14 months. Yeah, 14 long months.
Even with the added time, Michael and Patrick say it was worth every minute.
It was dark, the ceilings were very low, it was a fine layout, but it could have been so much better. And I think we achieved the perfect layout now.
Yeah, we raised the ceilings, and now the ceiling in the kitchen is the same ceiling height with the rest of the unit. And we also made the best use of the space. We have more storage, and it's more user-friendly layout.
Especially since we entertain so much, it's a very entertaining, friendly kitchen. The ovens are incredible. The technology with the Miele ovens, they have settings that you just hit chicken, whole roasted chicken, and it just cooks it for you. Well, I'm still getting my footing in it. It's still like a brand new space to me, but everything is within arm's reach, and everything has just been a dream to cook. I'll definitely not tire of cooking in that kitchen.
The main living area features a low-slung couch and chairs that allow the sight lines to flow easily from one unique design feature to the next.
And it's just such a focal point for the room, and when it's on, you have the great amorphous shapes, and then when it's off, it's just solid gold mass. It's fantastic. It's like a piece of art.
Yeah, we thought it would, bring in some different shapes, because a lot of this is angular, and that is this amorphous, interesting shape. And the minute I saw it, I was in love with it, so we had to get it.
The high-end lighting and electrical work added several months to the project, but now Michael and Patrick and Alexa are living in smart home harmony.
Alexa, turn off the living room shades.
Let there be light.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and Alexa, turn on the living room drapes.
There we go.
Look at that. The automated lighting and window treatments were also carried into the super luxurious master suite.
We looked at this wood and a herringbone pattern, which has turned out just amazing. And we're super happy with it.
I've always liked wallpaper. It's so much more textural and fun than just paint. And we definitely brought in a lot of fun textures and colors.
The closet system keeps their extensive shoe collection organized and on display.
I think it holds up to 200. I know I still have a lot in boxes, but you know, it's fantastic.
Are you able to fit all your shoes in there as well, Patrick?
I've got some small spaces for mine.
No, it's like a 60-40 split.
Okay, so it's evened out a little bit.
Yeah.
The accent lighting enhances their extensive art collection, which is full of special pieces from their favorite people.
I owe my brother Peter to my initial interest in silver gelatin photography and black and white, and he does Florida photography of the Everglades and the different parks in the Everglades. And that piece is my favorite piece from him, so we wanted to showcase that there. And it's called Three Cypresses, and it's a beautiful piece.
So the bottom shelf is some of my mother's shoes, who she's since passed away for a few years. So, you know, to commemorate her and, you know, keep her spirit alive. She loved a high heel.
You know, this is a reflection of us, our design, and we don't, you know, you never know how people are going to react to that, and having people come and say, wow, this is really incredible, this is amazing, and they like it, and so that's very gratifying.
If you would like more information about Ready, Set, Renovate, please visit us at ReadySetRenovate.net. Hey, we're here again today with Tat Granata from Florida Home Improvement Associates, and this is kind of an interesting job you're doing here, Tat.
Yeah, today it's a little bit different. We have a little bit more work than normal.
How did these people reach out to you and find you and know that you were the right person to do this work in their home?
They were able to find us through one of our relationships with the wholesale club. It's been a great service that the wholesale clubs provide because it's difficult to find a reliable contractor. This family chose a door that's extremely strong. It's going to protect from any type of storm. But one of the things that's not often thought about from a family perspective is everyone wants to protect from impact, flying debris, hitting it at impact. But what we don't think about as common is the wind pressures, positive and negative pressures pushing and pulling on that glass, which is thousands and thousands times per hour. So we wanted to make sure that this whole entire opening was able to accept that energy that gets dispersed. So we put in a really strong door. We want to make sure that the opening that it's going into is as strong as the door. So when the energy gets dispersed, it all works in concert together, and it's the most important part of the installation.
You actually had to custom fit some new framing for this. So you're taking pieces of wood like this, and your team is going to frame this in all the way around.
Correct, and it's a very vital part, and there's no additional charge to the homeowner. It's not like something we removed and said, oh, by the way, now we have to rebuild the opening, here's how much it's going to cost. Everything's included in the installation, so when we come into something like this where we recognize we really have to strengthen the opening, there's no additional charge to the homeowner.
So the key is really you're doing the job from beginning to end, whatever that entails.
Whatever it entails, and the most important part is to get it done right.
This is some pretty intense plastic work here.
And it's funny you mention it, because one of the things that we hear most when we stop at a job site, one of the biggest compliments we get is how clean and conscientious our crews were to make sure the family's not living through a construction site, not only the day we're here, but for several weeks after. So we really do our best to make sure that area is contained as best as we can.